wait is definitely over. T. Foxx, you're live in the candy shop. How you doing, Mama?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm super excited to have you in the building. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is taking your brand to a new level. Like, are you satisfied with what the world is seeing of Tiffany Foxx so far?
So far I am, but again, it's a lot of twists and turns. So I just never get kind of caught up in the moment where everybody is celebrating me, because I understand this business, I understand how everything works, and I'm human just like everybody else. It may be things that I do that y'all don't like. It may be things that I do on an episode that y'all love me for. So I just hate it or love it. If you love me or not, it's one of them things where I just embrace it.
Of course, you and Kim are good. I heard in past interviews that everything is good with you and Kim. Everything is good with you and your ex-group members. But how has it been working with MiMi? Because that's how we got introduced to you on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
To be honest with you, MiMi is just a beautiful person. And I think she kind of gets caught up in that, because in this business, there's nothing beautiful about it. Trying to have a beautiful spirit and dealing with people, like just being nice and all of that, I'm not like that. So that's kind of where me and her kind of bump heads a little bit, but she is a hustler. I understand her vision. I know what she's trying to do, but I'm just a little bit more advanced in this area of entertainment than she is, which is no shade to her.
Where are you when it comes to the music?
I'm going to re-release King Fox, but I'm going to put on new material that I'm recording right now and things that I have recorded. And it's just going to be a whole... It's going to be a lyrical, like a lyrical melting pot. Like everything that I've been going through since I've started filming is just a whole new journey in my life since my man came home. It's just a whole different perspective that I have on different things that the devil was trying to throw at me. So I'm putting it all in my music, so you'll definitely hear it. A little bit more aggression, a little bit a vulnerable side of Tiffany Foxx. And I'm just re-releasing King Fox as well.
Great segue into it, because a love nest has landed in your heart, set up shop. And the reason I salute your relationship is because how transparent you are about his situation, your situation. Now that he's home, things are really, really good. What are the top 3 things besides love, in your opinion, are necessary for a relationship to actually survive?
I think communication is very important. I think incorporating God in your situation is very important. Praying together is very important. I pray with him all the time, because he needs strength on how to deal with me, because I know I'm something else, and I need strength on how to deal with him, because he's such an alpha male, and I'm so independent, where it's just certain things that I'm kind of used to doing on my own now since he's been gone. Now, before he left, he was the one that was the main provider and taking care of me and doing all these lavish things to me. And now I bring something to the table, too. So, you know, I kind of be holding my nuts a little bit. And
Straight up.
He be like, hold on, look. You know what I'm saying?
It's so crazy how you can be doing things for so long, and now it's just Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and people forget about all the other work that you're doing. Before, during, and after Mike Brown, you were heavy in the streets. Like, can you give us an update on, like, where your city is right now and how are things back home?
To be honest, it's so many situations that are mimicking the whole Mike Brown situation. We can't get over the Mike Brown situation. So every time something like that happens, it makes us revisit the whole Mike Brown situation, and it makes them react. It don't take nothing for St. Louis to react. It didn't take us nothing to react for Mike Brown. It's just a rah-rah city. That's just what it is. So the energy is definitely thick. It's definitely negative. It's really nothing to celebrate, to be quite honest with you, and we just trying to work on rebuilding, to be honest. But it's just hard. It's really hard. So it ain't been no justice, so it ain't been no peace.
Well, and I thank you for being so open and so open about that. We're definitely going to keep Missouri, the whole state, in our prayer. Now, you're back and forth in these streets. You're in this relationship. You're doing your thing as a woman. What advice do you have for that young lady who looks at that television stream and she sees Tiffany Blue, she sees the hair, she sees you on Love and Hip Hop, she sees you with Bae, and she just wants to be where you are? What do you have to say to that little girl?
We all have came from some type of challenging situation that has rounded us to be the individual that we are to this day. So the fact that my father wasn't there has affected certain things in my life, but I've gotten over it. The fact that I was raped at an early age affected some things about me, but I've gotten over it. So it's one of them things where you can't let your circumstance weigh you down. You can't have that paint your future. So as soon as you figure out how to get through different adversity and obstacles and things of that nature, and you realize how strong you are, that starts to build your character, starts to build your confidence. It starts to build who you are as a woman. And you start realizing, wait a minute, I got this. I don't have to settle. I don't have to sell my body. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. I can raise this baby by myself. I don't need no nigga just to say I have one who's going to abuse me mentally or physically. For me, I've always had some form of a guard up just to protect myself. But I also had a very close relationship with God who let me know when it's time to let my guard down. Not because a guy is so nice to me or the gifts are so lavish or because, you know, the sex is so good. None of that is love. None of that. That's why I ended up back with my old man because it was just like,
right.
I could do all this for myself. I learned how to be happy by myself. I learned how to buy my own bags and shoes and start my own business. You understand? And I didn't let daddy issues or being raped, being a victim or, you know, I was really a loner coming up. People don't even believe it. I didn't run with crews and cliques and things of that nature. I was very insecure. Didn't even know that I was attractive until I was in my early 20s. So
wow.
The confidence and cockiness that y'all see now is I've been through some shit. So, again, I know everybody has their own story. So all I can tell you to do is keep God first. And sometimes it may sound like a cliche, but that is so true to have that relationship with God because when it's you at night by yourself and nobody is available, you got to talk to him.